Dira Batachtonim daily, we are here discussing what it means that Hashem wants and desires this expression through the Jewish people here in the lowest world, which is basically the ego of man, and being so fully and comfortably expressed through the man, through the personality, through the person, through his body, through his or her speeches and deeds and thoughts, but most particularly their actions. That is when that is totally aligned with Hashem's will, like it's exactly what Hashem wants, and we are still in total like individuality. Like we haven't been erased. We're still who we are, our name, our identity, but we are completely aligned with and doing everything that we would do, and it's completely God's will, and it feels amazing, and it's listening to a kind of transmitter that we have that Hashem put in the Jewish people, which happened at Matan Torah, that we received this transmitter in our body, in our bones, atzmos. Atzmos, Hashem's essence, is the same. It's etzem, the bones. Where that's what produces blood is the bones. Bones produce blood. That's where our blood comes from. Our chias, our blood, so the atzmos is our bones, our most basic rock substance. That is atzmos. That's atzmius. So it's through listening and being communicated to through our most physical bodily sensations. That's what we're talking about. That will be God's will, and it will be the best. It will be the best, and it will feel the best, and that is what we have to look forward to. That's what we have to look forward to, that experience. Not feeling like I'm a robot, not feeling like I'm acting any differently than I would normally, like me, totally me, but completely aligned with the Ribono Shel Olam, like together, and it's not like there's no conflict. And so that is something that we have the ability to tap into, and that we can tap into that right now, that we can do the work to get to that place of slowly, but fast. It's also this, it happens in nature, but very fast. And that's the more that one would become kind of clarified and aligned, then the faster things would be able to move. Like we always want things to move fast. Why isn't this fast enough? Why isn't the salvation coming faster? Why isn't this happening now? Why is it only this step and then this step, and then is it still okay? And is it still okay? So there's a natural progression to things, and that natural progression will remain, at least for the preliminary. That there's nature is going to be sanctified. Nature is going to be redeemed. So the process of nature, the processes that nature go through, first budding, then flowering, then fruit. This is a process that is part of nature, and Hashem's harmonious synonym, seamless harmony with this nature's course will still take, but it will happen much faster, like almost in a chutzpahdik way, kind of fast. That's my language, chutzpah. Zrizin de kedusha. Zrizis de kedusha. That it's a speedy, like, wait, how fast did you do that? You made that money, or you learned all that Torah, or you became this and that. Like it's how, and Dira Batachtonim it's in our how we make a living, how we do all of the things that we do. We still make a living. We still go to work. We're still being mefarnes our family, but we're totally aligned with that whole parsha. It's not like me against Hashem or me thinking I can just, hedge my bets. But everything is completely aligned. It's completely aligned and feels aligned and feels amazing. And the more that is tapped into, the faster the gains can come. And because speediness, zrizis the Kedusha, is something that typifies, that characterizes this shlemus, this perfection. That's part of what it's a midah, it's a characteristic of the Kohanim, zrizis, and that is something that we're all going to become like this midah of zrizis. That's l'mayla miseder shtalshlos. It's above the natural order. Natural order is slow, not zrizis. Slow, I guess. But zrizis the kedusha, this zrizis that's beyond limit. We'll tap into that as we do our parnasa, as we live our lives, and all b'chol darcheu deehu, but that will be things will move faster. And but there would still be, without sacrificing, there's still being a natural course of events. There's no one coming and waving a magic wand. The natural course of events still need to happen, and that's what we have to. That's Gimel Tammuz, which we're on Erev Gimel Tammuz. That is the message of Gimel Tammuz. That part of it that just like that things have to take their course. It's the Eschalteg de Gula. It's the beginning of the Gula, but it's not something. The beginning of the Gula is here the Gula is here. Now it's all done. Everything's done. Isn't that nice? No. Eschalteg Gula. Beginning of Gula is here. Gula is here. But now take another step, and take another step, and take another step, and take another step, and do it. We have to do it ourselves. We have to take the steps and do it ourselves in order to get there, and that will be the pleasure because we're doing it. And as we do it, things will speed up. Things will speed up because we'll be aligned and we'll be more aligned, and the zrizis de kedusha will take effect. And so, but the message is that it's not. No one's coming to rescue us. Shemesh b'givon dom. Sun stopped there. That happened on Gimel Tammuz. Sun stopped, so I can fight the war. Stop, and I can fight the war. And that's Gimel Tammuz. That's the beginning. Don't come fight Hashem. Stop the sun for me. Stop the sun. Sun, you're there. Don't. Just stay, and I'm going to do what I need to do. Yeshua's going to do. That's this Chalta de Geula, and this Odmat. They just they just split up the land after that war, and so that is so. The more that we tap into Hashem Echad and nothing else, because that's reality, and if just a millisecond today we acknowledge it, and 2 milliseconds tomorrow, and 3 milliseconds the next day, that Hashem, as much whether I like it or not, this is what it is, whether I like it or not, and I'm trying so hard to get it the way I like, and that it's keeping me from being able to do this, because I'm so concerned with getting how I like, and getting my life the way I want, and using mitzvahs and doing Torah mitzvahs in order to get the life that I want. Instead of saying, Hashem, you're doing anything, you're doing everything anyway. Like, let me, you're giving me my life every single minute, my breath every single minute, remember, every single minute Hashem is creating. We think we're like, I'm going to go to work, okay, thank you. Like, what are we doing here, B'chlal? So we should be blessed to live with this truth every day, more and more, and know that sooner or later we're going to have to face up facts that nobody's coming around to wave a magic wand. That this is what we are inevitably fated and destined to do, this work, in order to bring Hashem into our life on this basis. God bless.